Guys, doing to my channel as always. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Now we gotta talk. It's been a long day, a long morning. So right now we left our last hostel in Cartagena probably around 8:30. For some reason Uber was not coming. I ended up getting a taxi so we could go to the bus station. When I went to the bus station, of course there's people out there trying to like, hey, like what bus you trying to go on? I told them Santa Marta, like that's where we going, Santa Marta. They kept asking like, oh where, like don't they, Santa Marta. So I told them like Santa Marta. So for some reason it was like one guy took me, one guy was trying to take us to the bus, and then that was it. I don't know. He probably don't know what the bus said. Then another guy said he knew where it was at, so we followed him to another bus. Then we found another guy from another bus, and mind you, a lot of them didn't have signs. Like, you know how they usually have like signs inside the windows? A lot of them did not have signs. If they had a sign, it was easy to get out of my bus. So I went to this one bus. I was like, Santa Marta. He said, see, we got on the bus. First of all, I should have knew this wasn't the right bus because how it looked. That bus looked like a guagua. And a lot of times when you be traveling like a distance, it be looking like a Greyhound. And if you know, they look too different. Like, you know what I'm saying? They look too separate. So the one that we got on was actually like a guagua. The doors open, they let people in and out, in and out, in and out. That's how guaguas is. And it was only 2,000 pesos. So the guy was like, when the guy was collecting the money, I was telling him like that, I told him like, yo pago ayer, like I paid yesterday. I don't know if the translation is the right, but that's basically what it says. Like I paid yesterday, and I showed them on the phone, like I showed them my tickets. I said, yo tengo dos boletos, like I have 2 tickets, and I showed them my phone, and he was like, Santa Marta. I said, see, and he was like, basically he was trying to say like I'm on the wrong bus. And I was like, well, I don't know why the driver told me that we was on the right bus. He said, I said Santa Marta. He said see. So I don't know why he said yes if he wasn't going that direction. So we got off the bus. Mind you, we were driving probably like a good 25 minutes at that point. We already missed our bus. Our bus left at 9:30. We missed our bus. We had to get off. I paid the guy 2,000 pesos. It wasn't that much, 2,000 pesos. I got off the bus. We had to cross the street. Mind you, we on like a highway. We had to cross the highway to catch the bus back to the terminal. So once we got back to the terminal, I'm like, I'm not making the same mistakes. I told the driver, the guy who was like handling the money at the second bus, I'm like, we need to go to Santa Marta. So he like, all right, he basically directed to the bus, and I asked, so once we kind of got near the bus, it was another guy there, and I was like a little kid, and I was like making sure this is the right bus. And then the guy who was collecting the money, mind you, I had to pay twice for the same bus. The first time I paid online, the second time I paid in person. Never again would I pay in advance, just for stuff like this. I would not pay in advance. And this is probably a warning to some of you guys who's gonna be traveling down here or in the country. See, I don't have no problem in New York because people don't be paying in advance. They just pay when they get there. But I was kind of trying to take the recommendations from other expats that I met at the hotel. They were saying that they paid in advance. I would never do that again. I would just pay there because if I end up missing the flight or missing the bus, at least I don't lose my money. Mind you, it wasn't that much money. It was only like 80,000 Colombian pesos. But still, money is money. Child, I'm on a fixed income and I don't want to lose the money I do here. Next, so we drove. Mind you, the first bus was supposed to be like 3 hours. This bus felt longer because it was making some stops. So probably like a 4-hour or 5-hour ride. I'm not for sure. We would sleep back and forth. While we was on the bus, I was asking Ava. I said, Ava, where your jacket? She lost her jacket somehow. I think the jacket is on the first guagua. She lost her jacket, so I'm going to replace that jacket. She got other jackets, but I'm going to replace that one. And then when we finally get here, to Santa Marta, what happens is, all right, so we went to a supermarket. It was a supermarket like right at the stop. We got in the supermarket, got some juice, so I got some candy because I need my chocolate fix. I be needing it at night. So I got my chocolate. First, we went to this first, a little motor guy came up. I'm asking him, like, I'm like, yo necesito ir aquí. Like, I'm showing him the address, like, I need to go. I asked him, like, tú sabes, you know. He said, sí. I was like, okay. And I asked him how much. He said, 3,000 pesos. I said, bet, that's cheap. I need to sit down. I said, bet, that's cheap. Why, when we were driving around, he didn't know. He kept asking to stop for people, and I don't like that. I don't like motos who gotta keep stopping, because I don't have a problem with it. But if you have if your seat is comfortable, some people backs is not comfortable, especially if they only got one peg for the passenger. Now if they got one peg for the passenger and there's 2 people in the back, that means 2 people are sharing those pegs, which is like, it hurts because you basically gotta hold your leg in one position. So I'm like, we're gonna just walk. And then I put in my GPS again. For some reason, when we did it the first time, it was close. Second time I did it, it seemed like it was like a 40-minute walk. I'm like, what is going on? Like, why I can't find this address? So we got another moto guy. He said the same thing, 3,000 pesos. He took us up to the hills, which direction it was saying. But for some reason, his bike can't go up the hill. So we had to get off his bike and onto another person's bike. And then we got to the town.
And then we got to the wrong direction.
Yeah, it basically was in the wrong direction. Cause this what happens. It was 2. You know how you have 2 addresses, basically the same address, but it's basically in 2 different cities. These cities is only 10-15 minutes apart. So we went to one city and we supposed to be in Santa Marta. So yes. So we had to come back. The guy basically charged me 9,000 pesos. With 9,000 pesos. So you guys can put in your thing how much that is. Probably only like $1 something. But he charged me that basically to go to that town and then take me back here. We finally got here and this is now. I'm hot. It's a long day, long day. At this point, I came up here because I wanted to see the national park. I was thinking about doing the Lost City, which is kind of expensive. It's like $300, but they said they could give me and Ava a day trip to see the Lost City for, I think they said $35 a person, which is not too bad, because usually the day trip is a 4-day excursion. You basically hiking for 4 days, but I prefer just to hike for the 1 day, because you know Ava, she gonna be, I don't want to walk, and I'll be like, well, you said you want to do this. So we'll see if we do that. We definitely gonna hit the beach, hit some food, and hopefully see the national park if we can see that. I'm only here for 2 days. If I like it, I don't know. Y'all gonna see what I see. Y'all gonna see what's, I don't know. When I came to this town, it wasn't like oh wow, like nah. It was like a lot of construction, dust everywhere, unpaved roads. A lot of these places look the same. But the next 2 places we're gonna go to Cali. Last place is Medellin. You know we gotta go to Medellin. And that might be it. That might be it. You know, I've been talking about just staying here for the whole summer, but I'm kind of like burnt out from Colombia. Even though we only really been here for like a week and a half. Yeah, I think after Medellin, if I could find a good price for the Amazon, we're gonna do that. If not, we're gonna find a different country. We're gonna go to somewhere else and then do that there. Whatever we could do. But yeah, we're doing 2 more cities after this. I kind of want to do the San Gil. If you are an adventurous type of person, like outdoorsy, bungee jumping, white water rafting, that's the city to be. And I kind of want to do that because they got paragliding. And I want to take Ava, I want to do that. But they got it in Medellin too. But it's like Medellin, they do 15 minutes. And that town, they do it for 25 minutes. And I think it's like a little cheaper. And I already contacted them and they said you got to be 8 or you got to be 30 kilograms. I already know Ava make the weight. I already know. So I ain't going to worry about that weight. She already makes the weight. That's really it. I just wanted to tell you guys our little day. I'm going to put some clips in here. I probably gotta mute myself because I was talking the clips But since I'm talking to you guys again, I'm just gonna mute the clips and put the clips in there so you guys can see what's going on. I'll talk to you later.